Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning into the Medium by Design. This is Salvatore here, and I'm very, very grateful. I spent 4 mornings with Dolores Cannon. So I broke the videos down to 2, part 1 and part 2, because she had a lot to say and I didn't want to make the videos too long. So here's what she began with. You have been through a lot. Oh, by the way, she's going to talk about to me personally and expand to the greater collective. So there's both sides here. So just bear with me, and if my personal stuff can help you, that would be great. You have been through a lot since our last interaction, and I'm sorry none of us could give you a heads up to what was happening or what was coming. Sometimes messages do not reveal all of what you may need to be going through, because you simply need to remain focused in the now and be aware of the action you need to take on your own, with your own free will, without interference. That's very true. I didn't get the message about a cardiologist from Jesus until the day before I went into the hospital. So I was very unnerved on this, because I think I was very dependent on clear guidance and then had to rely on me. Okay, today's the day to go to the hospital. And a couple of friends. We had a consensus moment. Okay, when this information comes through the human mind, we'll decipher, interpret, and actually change the meaning from what was originally intended. This each soul needs to be aware of. Keeping the information and messages as pure as originally received is up to each of us as the information comes in from whatever source we are receiving. I meant what I said in the previous visit, that I would like to be part of your journey with the Galactics, and that I would give you any information that could assist with your understanding. I know you may not feel this way, but this is a very exciting time in your life, where changes you could not predict for yourself will continue to bring the new opportunities you have waited decades to experience. Just remain open on a daily basis for whatever may come your way and bring surprise experiences and blessings. I do try to live like that. I do consciously do that, and do have pretty amazing days with people that I meet. These Galactics are a very interesting clan. First, you should know that they are all different, have different purposes and reasons for being here at this time. Even for them, the timeline has changed, and they allowed themselves to be part of the current transition of Earth and humanity as a whole. You will continue to be part of this transition and also bring information that will benefit you and the collective of mankind. It is your destiny, which should help you accept all the messages you receive about you not being allowed to leave yet. And you can see that on previous videos, how I was told I wasn't allowed to go, even though I was ready to go. Let me try to alleviate some of the current fears of what your body is going through. You have continued to experience different senses, pains, and even odd movements inside your body. Although it is true much of it is normal for many months after surgery, there remains some of the changes that are directly related to the Ascension process and a reconfiguring of your physical body. So you may be going through some of that stuff, and you can look into Ascension symptoms and bodily changes as we as a race are going through. I am hoping you can understand that there is a combination of different waves of energy that is not only assisting your healing, but continuing what you have been going through during the Ascension process. This is no easy time for you physically, and the added worries of the mind and confusion of what is happening just adds to the anxiety waves you are also going through. Continue to do your best to alleviate those lower energies in any way you can that keeps you at least in a neutral position to function daily. There is no need to fan the flame of worry and concern when you realize this is all divinely part of your life experience at this time, and all of it is preparing you for the time that has been predicted you would experience these new opportunities to be heard and listened to. You are experiencing this on a very small scale through your YouTube channel, but this is only the beginning. I know you hate to hear this at your age and with 3 decades of commitment and experience behind you, but just watch my videos to remind you that you will continue to a ripe old age if all goes as planned. Okay. Then the next morning I asked her again, would you like to continue this morning? And she says, of course, there's always more to share, learn, and understand. Let's move on to your connection, or should I say newer awareness of your connection to the galactics. It is important for you to fully accept your role now. No doubts or overthinking anything in your life. Your connection is real and will prove to continue to help others just like you always have. You may want to listen to the Robin Williams message again, as you still do not fully value all that you have done thus far. And that was a good message for all of us about reviewing where you've been and having value, understanding your value through your life experience so far. And that's something I hope we all can feel, that the time we've been here so far has a tremendous value to us and everyone we've touched. You can see this reminder came to you through Lou. You are very clear you are unwilling to waste time with those that do not believe and are not open. This is why your life, just like mine, must open up to opportunities to speak only to those that are on some kind of evolutionary journey to learn and understand more. There is no reason to waste time with any individual or group that is not on board with what is happening in the human evolutionary field. You also are practicing asserting your power through energy intention, and you would say calling in those that would assist to make every experience with every person worth your while, and include those energies that you require to feel satisfied with your life. That's a really, really important line, because that's what I do. I call in all the beings that can help me. And when you get to the Archangel Ariel, I didn't do that one yet because it was really personal, so I wasn't sure if I would share that, but she addresses some of this too, and she does a really nice job at it. Peace, joy, happiness, deep connection, valuable conversations and sharing, opportunities of expression, both casually and professionally. These are all the things I want to experience. And this is what makes your days worth living. Every person has the criteria they wish to be part of their lives, whether they consciously decide this or not. The key to a more rich and fulfilling life is to be more conscious of everything we each do and partake in. This is where you are now in your life. Let's move on to this clan or alliance, as they have labeled themselves. Some of the simple truths that are that multiple beings, different dimensional beings, cultures from all over the galaxy have come to Earth to assist and or witness what happens next here. They were literally called by God to be part, if they wished, of this great galactic transition. Whatever happens here on Earth will create a ripple effect throughout the galaxy, and no one wants this to go awry. You and many humans might wonder, how can what we do here on this one little planet affect the galaxy? The simple answer is to understand how energy affects and bombards at times all that it encounters. You each feel this even if you do not consciously acknowledge it on a daily basis. When you walk into a room, you automatically get the feel for the room, for the crowd, while simultaneously deciding what you came to bring to that crowd or room. Whether it is a social or professional gathering, doesn't really matter. The reason for so much emphasis on living more consciously is to assist humanity in not only retrieving their lost power, but to add to the most positive transition and turning point humanity has ever experienced. Remember, much of this timeline is to repair the damage that has been done to the human race over thousands of years, even hundreds of thousands. This concept may still be difficult for many to hear and comprehend, but those that do get it can be part of the process consciously. It is important that at least a certain percentage of people get on board the evolution of consciousness to assist in this transition. This is why so many have reached out to you and will continue to share vital information with you about your path and how you will assist, and the bigger picture of this timeline and the goals that were set to assist. This is why I always repeated that this is an amazing time to be alive on the planet. There is so much going on with so many galactic beings involved with the evolution of the human race that many will still think this is all preposterous. Hence why you must consciously choose where and with whom to share your valuable time. That's true for all of us. This is not meant to sound egotistical, but once you understand your role, it becomes very easy to see why you cannot share with certain ones. Even more important is why so many people must leave your life. I know you have had a hard time with the numerous endings that have occurred, but you must realize how imperative it has been, to create a clean house or a clearing of your plate of all those that do not fit what you came to do or where you will go. Again, this is good for many of you. I have seen so many endings, both people dying and people just leaving my life. And at first, this has happened through my whole life, actually. And she talks about that next. When you started those writings from Jesus, where he advised to become more discerning, you did not realize that there would be a massive clean out of people in your life. You also did not realize how far back that clean out started. If you look at your entire life, many people you came in contact with were extremely difficult, did not believe in you, and did not wish to understand what you were sharing. That's unfortunately very true. Now it is easy to see why they are no longer part of your life. And I think you can all relate to that. That's a common occurrence where people just leave or we have to leave. So I decided to do this in 2 parts. So that's 2 of the mornings that I spent with Dolores, and then I have 2 more to share, and she goes deeper. So I'm going to stop the video here. I appreciate you watching, sharing, liking. I love my subscribers. Thank you so much for staying with me through this journey and receiving what you can from these wonderful messages. And by all means, try to keep yourself as calm and neutral as possible. As she says, do whatever you can to do that. And discern everything that's coming to you. Discern, is this helping me raise up? Is this making me feel better? Is this helping me clear, if it's a trigger, is it helping me clear something old that I can now let go of? Those are some basic things that might help through our days. So anyway, thanks again, and do whatever you can to be supportive. Keep reminding me that I am supposed to be here, and this is working out for many of us, and keep spreading the word, share the videos. Let's get this this information out, and just remind me that that you're receiving something, and feel free to start a conversation in the comments. And if you want a I don't always say this, but if you want a personal writing just for you, my email is in the description. Just email me if you have an idea of a group I could work with, anything, just let me know, because that's how my work happens. It's just all a natural flow. There's no advertising. I don't even have new business cards. I haven't done those in, I don't know, 6 or 8 years. I haven't done a new business card because I just go through my life, you know, just flow in and out of things. So again, thanks so much. Let me sign off. And the part 2 is here too. So just look for that and continue with Dolores Cannon. Okay, there's more to come on The Medium by Design. See you soon.